Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of All-Star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Brandon Miller out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Derek Lively. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Thompson in at the small forward spot.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And here are the sophomores. To the paint. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
And here's Henderson following the three-pointer by MP. Ball stolen. Pass to Castle.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Now here's Henderson. 5 points in the game. Now Lively. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that one's good by Henderson. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Henderson kicks to Miller. Down low, Wembanyama. Rebound by the rookies. Here's Cole. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. MP's got 11 points.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
Here is Miller. Following the basket by MP. Here's Thompson. It's deflected.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Pass to Castle. Back to MP. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. Good D by Thompson. Now here's Henderson. He has 7. Miller outside for the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. MP outside. The tray gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 14.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Henderson. From past the arc. Buzelis grabs the board. Pass to Castle. Rizachet with it. Here's Castle. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. And here are the sophomores. Down by 15. Wembanyama, a screen on MP. Here's Henderson. Rookies with the rebound. Pass to Cole. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer. MP's got 17 now.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Rookies lead by 18. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. Tonight, none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
They've got Sarr, MP out there with Collier. Then it's Walter. And it's Weir in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the rookies getting going here in the second.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
The sophomores shooting their first free throws of the game.
The athletic ability of Amen Thompson is easily seen. The way he runs, he's fluid, and how physical he can get. Boy, that combination is potent.
And the basket by MP.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And here's MP for 3. Black grabs the board. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
And here's MP for 3. Drills it from outside. Cole's got 23.
MP looking solid from there.
And George kicks to Black. Alter pulls it in. MP against George. The 3 from MP. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
George passes to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Thompson. Inside. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Cole looking for an opening. Pass to Walter. Now Sarr. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from MP. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Like the pass to Thompson. Here's George, and George with this stuff.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Black. Still scoreless. Thompson misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And here's MP for three. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 35 in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the sophomores call their first time out of the game. And a new group in here for the sophomores. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Rookies ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right, and the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the five for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Scoot Henderson. Thompson is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Wembanyama in at the five.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And so it's the sophomores with it. Thompson finds Henderson. Rebound by the rookies.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
The three from MP. Good on the three-point shot. Cole's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Thompson passes to Wembanyama. Here's Lively. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And they double up MP. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here is Miller. Hasn't made one yet. Henderson against MP. Miller outside. And that time, also a missed shot.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Castle. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Cole's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's the sophomores with it. They're scoreless since the first half. Miller outside. Out to Thompson for three. Rebounded by Castle.
Things have been bumpy coming into the second half now. 5 straight misses.
And here's MP for three. Offensive rebound. Takes a three. Wembanyama with the rebound. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it. Henderson's got 9 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
MP outside. No good on the three. It's Thompson off the drive. Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The three from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. Cole's got 43 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Henderson, no good. And it's rookie's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. There's the triple. And that's good. MP for three. MP's got 46 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
.135 left to play in the third. Anderson with it. 9 points in the game so far. Lively's shot is off. Now the rookies with it. They're on an 18-4 run. Over to the wing. Here's the three. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
This is something Castro has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Wembanyama, a screen on MP. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Donovan Klingon. The sophomore shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Tough to catch a pass of that distance. He's asking an awful lot of his teammate to be able to reel that one in.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. MP against Jaquez. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Rookies with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And here's MP for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cole's got 17 now, just in the second half.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Rookies ahead, opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
They've got MP, also Collier out there, and it's Misi in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the rookie's 5. Bangs home the trifecta. Ware's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the rookies. And so it's the sophomores with it. Pass to Black. To the middle. Trying to find Jaquez. Gets it to him. Out to Thompson. The 3 from George. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Puts up a 3. And it's Cole missing. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Misi. MP outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Cole's got 55.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
George looking over the floor to the inside. And the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got his first bucket of the night.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And here's MP for 3. Thompson with the rebound. And here are the sophomores. Inside. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Getting his team the best shot on the floor. Amen Thompson feeds a ready shooter that time.
MP against Jaquez. The 3 from MP. Black grabs the board. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3. And here's MP for 3. The three-pointer's right on target. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Back to George. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. MP outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the sophomores with it. Thompson right side. All sorts of time. And he hits the jump shot. And here are the rookies. Launches a 3. And it's MP with the 3.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
Now, here is George. D right on him. MP from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
There's the 3. Cans it from downtown.
From way out there, MP testing the limits of his range.
1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Kamare. They need this. It's blocked, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Castle's checked in for the rookies. The sophomore's making some changes. And so it's the rookies taking care of business in this one.
I can't say enough about how well all these